What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. Shout out to my Transformers collectors, 1/12 scale collector, whatever you collect, shout out to you. We've already done our monthly video for June 2023. It was our reviewer channel roll call volume 1, where we shout out some of the channels that we love and just wanted to share them with the community. But this video here is a 3 things, kind of a spoiler-free rapid reaction to Transformers Rise of the Beast. And if you don't know, 3 things is where we talk about 3 things we like about something and 3 things we don't like about something, and just give it a final recommendation. And this is a little different because we normally do this with figures, but this time we're actually doing it with the movies. This is meant to be quick and spoiler free. If you want a more detailed listen, check me out Sunday on my boy 3 Live Stream Packs podcast, where we're going to go deep into the movie, and it's going to have spoilers, but we're going to dig right into it and give you our real full uncut thoughts. So let's get started. The first thing I liked was the fresh new take on Mirage and Prime. Look, we all know Prime is iconic and Mirage is one of the G1 bots, so that makes him kind of a B-list celebrity. But what they did in kind of updating their personalities made the movie much more enjoyable, and they moved the movie forward. And I loved every moment they were on screen, either individually or collectively. It just added a freshness to the movie and the franchise. The second thing I liked about the movie was Scourge. Quite simply, he was everything I wanted a villain to be. And even though he was a little redundant and kind of reminded you of a villain from another Transformers live action movie, I mean, his role was nailed perfectly. And the third thing I liked about the movie was the music. I mean, it gave you all nostalgic feels. It had Biggie, it had SWV, it had Diggable Planets, it had Cream by Wu-Tang, it had Tribe Called Quest. Hit on every one of those nostalgic 90s strings, and I found myself singing along during a lot of the movie. Now that we've talked about the things we liked about the movie, let's talk about the things we didn't like about the movie. The first thing I didn't like, and it's the normal Transformers problem, is the human to bot ratio. It's like a formula they can't get right. And it happens in every manifestation, whether it's G1, whether it's Bayverse, whether it's this. They can't get the amount of time to human to robots correct. And it loses some of its seriousness and cool factor. And the second thing I disliked was Act 3. And without giving away anything to the movie, like Act 3 was the weakest of the 3 acts to me. And, to hear more detailed thoughts, catch me this Sunday, June 11th at 8:30 on my boy 3 Live Stream Packs podcast, where I get into the particulars of why I didn't like it. But just know I didn't like it. My third and final dislike of the movie is kind of the writing. They wrote themselves into some corners sometimes, and it was like 80s writing where, when you look at it as an adult, it's like, boy, that was so bad. And I think that this had some of those things. Now, I'm not expecting Christopher Nolan Batman or Logan movie type writing, but I do expect it to be a little more mature than kind of a glorified 80s cartoon. And to be fair, the writing was decent, but when you have those holes, it becomes more obvious and makes it less mature and less interesting. And I know I just finished with negatives, and I think the $1 million question here is, would I recommend it or would I watch it again? Absolutely. I think the movie was probably a B- or a C. Really good for Transformers movies, but I would rank it behind the first Transformers, and I'll rank it behind Dark of the Moon. That's the one with Cinnamon Prime, right? I'll rank it behind those 2 movies. I would say it's much, much better than the Bumblebee movie, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the Bumblebee movie. So if you like the Bumblebee movie, you should love this. But I think that it's probably the 3rd best live action Transformers movie. And I'll say this, the people who made this movie, you could tell they care about the franchise, they know about the franchise, but they still make the same mistakes everybody else who tackles Transformers makes. And I think that that's an interesting discussion about why and how they all make the same mistakes. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, thank you guys. And remember to catch me this Sunday, June 11th at 8:30 p.m. on my homeboy Pack 3 Live Stream podcast. It's on YouTube, and we'll be digging in deep into the movie and giving our full thoughts on it with spoilers. So thank you guys again.